Have you been wondering how you can achieve this backless summer dress? Wonder no more, guys, because in this video I'm going to be showing you the easiest method. And when I say easy, this is the easiest tutorial you are going to see on how to make this beautiful backless maxi gown. So if this sounds like what you want to learn, let's get right into it. I have my 2 yards of fabric. Make sure to use any flowing fabric. You can use a vintage, a chiffon, you get, just use something that will really flow by the time you're done. So I have gone ahead to divide the 2 yards into two. I divided it equally, so I'm using one for the back, one for the front. So I went ahead and folded it into two and I placed it on top of each other. So now I'm going to be marking 1 inch from my starting line. I'll be marking 1 inch and I will just rule that on a straight line. So that 1 inch is going to be for my rope casing. That's for the front. You know there's a rope at the front. So from that 1 inch I'm going to be subtracting 3 inches. You can use 3, you can use 4, you can use 5, depending on how high you want that front to be. So from that 3 inches mark I measured 15 inches, which is where the back opening is going to start from. So I made sure I marked that 15 inches on the back panel of this dress. Guys, please, if you don't want your back to be this open, please don't use up to 15. You can use 8, you can use 7, you can use 9. Just use your discretion. Now for the front neckline, I divided the shoulder into 2, which is 16 divided by 2. I had 8 inches, so I added about 3 or 4 inches to it. Okay, you know that front is a gather, so I'm using about 12 inches. I'm going to chop that down on my starting line and then just use your free hand to connect it to meet with the 15 inches mark that you made. So guys, go ahead and just make your normal connection. The down part is just straight, you don't need much on that. So I will flip that aside and then I will go ahead and work on the back piece. So remember that our back is starting from 15 inches. So guys, I have gone ahead to mark 15 inches and I'm going to rule that out on a straight line. But make sure you extend that by 1 inch before you cut out. You can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5 inches. And this extra allowance is for my elastic casing at the back. The back has an elastic, so you want to make sure you leave allowance for folding. So I'll just go ahead and notch that allowance for my elastic casing. So guys, you can see our back is shorter than the front. Because of the backless style that we are making. So the front is usually longer than the back. So go ahead and also notch that casing for the front as well. This is going to be folded in just like this. So I'll take this to my machine sharply and just start piping the armhole and the upper part. So go ahead and pipe every place that needs to be biased. If you're using a bias, fine. If you're just folding it in, fine. So guys, I forgot to even take my length, but this is very much okay. The length is 57 inches, so I added 2 inches for folding and I just went ahead to notch that as well. So guys, I'll just take this to my machine and I'll fold this part inside. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be folding this part inside. And as for the back, you also do the same thing. Make sure you fold it neatly inside, just like this. So this is what we have after folding the upper parts, like the front casing, the armhole. I've gone ahead to run it with my machine, and this is also the upper part. I also did the same thing for the down part of the gown. You can still whip your own or weave your own if you want it that way, or you fold it. This is the back as well, and I have also prepared the casing and folded the down parts as well. So this is how it is going to be laid when I'm done. So guys, I'm using this elastic. This is not up to ½ inch elastic, and I'm using this rope. I've prepared my not up to 1 inch rope. So the length, no standard, just use your discretion. So I'm using this safety pin to pass my rope inside the front, so the rope goes to the front part of it. Just do your adjustments the way you want it. So I'm sure you can actually pass your rope into the casing. It's very easy. So this is what we have. You can see our summer dress is coming out beautifully well. So this is the front part of it, and as for the back, the elastic has already gone into the back casing. So for you to know the extent you're using your, I don't normally take measurements for this elastic. All I do is to divide the client's half length by 4 inches, and then whatever I have, I'm going to stretch it on the elastic just like this. After dividing, sorry, divide by 2, not by 4. So after dividing, I got 20 inches. So this is what I used to stretch the elastic, and once it gets to that 20, I will make sure it's okay, or you can leave it at 19. It's still very okay. Now right side facing right side, just go ahead and position the back where it is supposed to start from. Make sure you start from that exact 15 inches you get. You know, it's not going to start from the upper part, so it is starting from that half. It's starting halfway. Yeah, that's what I mean. I hope you understand how you are going to place this. So go to your machine and also run it all the way to the down. Do the same thing for the other side, and hola, we are done. This is just all there is to making this beautiful summer dress. Guys, is this not simple? Is this not easy? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this dress. Give us a like, drop your comments, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.